Behind the imposing walls of the Vatican lie mysteries capable of rewriting history. The tiny Vatican State, which has just over 800 inhabitants, is not only the beating heart of the Catholic Church, but also a place shrouded in enigmas that very few dare to explore. Today, we will lead you through the alleys and secrets of this extraordinary enclave, revealing curiosities, controversies, and details that you may have never heard. Before continuing, we would appreciate it if you haven't already, if you subscribe to the channel and like the video to support us for more content. Thank you for your help. Let's continue. With a surface area of just 50 hectares, the Vatican holds the record for the smallest state in the world, both in terms of area and number of inhabitants. Located in the heart of Rome, it is governed as an elective theocracy. The Pope concentrates legislative, executive, and judicial powers in his hands, making this system unique in the world. Despite its small size, the Vatican economy is enormous and based on a complex mix of tradition and modernity. Donations from believers around the world constitute the main financial support, but the Vatican is also a tourist magnet that attracts around 5 million visitors each year. Tickets to the Vatican museums, along with sales of books and religious items, help ensure its economic autonomy. However, with such a massive influx of pilgrims and tourists every day, logistics management is a major challenge. Even though this state is very small, it manages to sustain constant pressure and organize everything smoothly. Have you ever wondered why? Since 1506, a crucial role in the security of the Vatican has been played by the Swiss Guard, founded by Pope Julius II. Famous for their brightly colored Renaissance uniforms, these soldiers are much more than a picturesque attraction. Each member of the Swiss Guard is a Swiss citizen, a practicing Catholic, and meets strict physical criteria, such as a minimum height of 1 meter and 64 centimeters. Behind the ceremonial appearance, there is a very high level of training that combines modern techniques with the use of historical weapons, such as halberds. The Swiss Guard is a living symbol. In the Middle Ages, Swiss mercenaries were considered the most loyal and reliable in Europe. And what do you admire more, their tradition or their modern efficiency? Let us know in the comments. Another unique feature of the Vatican concerns citizenship. It is not acquired by birth, nor is it passed down. It is granted exclusively to those who serve the Holy See, such as cardinals, diplomats, and employees, and loses validity at the end of their service. This system, known as ius officii, right of office, makes the Vatican the only state in the world without a native population. Furthermore, the residence is reserved for the clergy, nuns, and very few lay people, consolidating its identity as an exclusive community. The Vatican Library is another huge element of mystery and fascination. It is a treasure chest of knowledge and curiosities, among the oldest and most fascinating in the world. Its origins date back to the 4th century, and inside it are kept treasures of inestimable value. Ancient manuscripts, historical maps, and religious texts, many of which have never been displayed to the public. An extraordinary example is the Codex Vaticanus, a precious Greek manuscript of the Bible dating back to the 4th century. But the library does not only preserve sacred texts. Among its collections we also find letters from historical figures such as Michelangelo and Galileo, silent witnesses of a past full of meaning. In recent years, an ambitious digitization project has made many works accessible online to scholars around the world, opening a virtual window into centuries of history. Yet there are sections of the Vatican Library that remain inaccessible, fueling speculation about secret documents and conspiracy theories linked to historical events. What else could be hidden among those shelves? Write in the comments if you too are curious to find out. Although the Vatican is a symbol of peace and spirituality, it is not free from disturbing episodes. With a population of less than 1,000 people, paradoxically, it has a high crime rate. The reason? The influx of over 1 million tourists every year, which attracts pickpockets and petty criminals. But the Vatican has not only been the scene of thefts. Some dark events have profoundly marked its history. Among these, the case of Emanuela Orlandi, a young Vatican citizen who disappeared in 1983 without leaving a trace and who is still talked about today. This unsolved mystery has given rise to decades of speculation, with theories ranging from mafia involvement to secrets hidden by the Vatican itself. Another enigmatic episode occurred in 1998, when the commander of the Swiss Guard, Alois Estermann, and his wife were found dead in controversial circumstances. According to official investigations, a young soldier killed them before taking his own life, but many doubt the official version, leaving room for disturbing hypotheses. And you, have you ever imagined what secrets might be hidden behind these walls? Share your opinion in the comments. Another place that tells a story of mystery and survival is the Passetto di Borgo, built in 1277 at the behest of Pope Nicholas III. This 800-meter-long elevated passageway connects the Vatican to Castel Sant'Angelo and has played a crucial role in the past as an escape route for popes in times of danger. One of the most memorable events linked to the Passetto dates back to 1527, during the sack of Rome. Pope Clement VII used this secret route to escape the imperial soldiers, while the Swiss guards heroically sacrificed themselves to protect him. Today, the Passetto can be visited via guided tours, offering a suggestive experience for those who wish to immerse themselves in the hidden history of the Vatican. Its narrow corridors and cracks that let in just enough light create an atmosphere full of charm and mystery. An unmissable stop for those seeking lesser-known treasures compared to the more famous monuments, such as St. Peter's or the Sistine Chapel, are the Vatican Gardens. These fantastic gardens occupy more than half the territory of this tiny state and represent an oasis of peace and unparalleled beauty. Born in 1289, they harmoniously combine the classic Italian, French, and English gardening styles, enriched by rare fountains, exotic plants, and even a grotto replicating the one in Lourdes. Once reserved exclusively for the Pope and his guests, the gardens can now be visited on guided tours, offering tourists a tranquil experience away from the chaos of the crowds. But the Vatican Gardens are not just an aesthetic masterpiece. They symbolize the Vatican's deep connection with nature and spirituality, a theme especially dear to Pope Francis. His pontificate, marked by a strong push towards renewal, introduced significant reforms aimed at modernizing the institution and making it more inclusive. Among the most significant transformations is the commitment to greater financial transparency, with stricter rules in the management of the Church's resources. Another topic that has sparked much debate has been the openness to blessings for same-sex couples. While maintaining the traditional principle of marriage, Pope Francis reiterated the importance of compassion and inclusion, seeking to bring the Church closer to those who feel excluded. This approach represents a significant shift in the Vatican's pastoral mission, which seeks to balance fidelity to doctrine with an understanding of modern challenges. And the Vatican coins, they also tell an interesting story. Since 1999, these coins, often inspired by religious and papal themes, have become sought-after collector's items. Pope Francis has chosen, since 2017, not to depict his face on coins, opting instead for the papal coat of arms. A gesture of humility that embodies his vision of simplicity and service. These limited editions are so sought after that some, like the 2002 series, today considered true numismatic treasures, sold for figures well above their face value. In addition to being the center of faith, the Vatican is a crucial player on the global geopolitical stage. Thanks to its diplomatic network, it maintains relations with almost all the nations of the globe, influencing political and social choices. The Holy See has a unique role, offering a moral perspective that goes beyond political interests. A case in point was the Vatican's contribution to the negotiations that led to the re-establishment of relations between Cuba and the United States. Even today, he is constantly engaged in mediation in international conflicts, such as the unfortunately current ones in Palestine and Ukraine. The age-old knowledge within the Apostolic Library and the secret archives preserve documents of inestimable value and help inspire and guide the present and future of humanity. With this journey into the heart of the Vatican, we have revealed curiosities, mysteries, and extraordinary stories that not everyone knows. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you soon.